Hello, I'm Miss Biscombe and I'm really excited to be able to talk to you about one of the courses we are offering at Meopham for the Sixth Form. It's new for the 2022-23 curriculum, and that's the course in Criminology. The Criminology course is a level 3 diploma, which is the equivalent to an A-level. There are 4 grades that you could achieve on this qualification: a distinction star, a distinction, merit, or a pass. Now, diplomas have the same academic value as A-levels, but are more practical and slightly more work-related. However, they don't miss out on any of the subject theory. So it's a kind of a mix between the more academic side of an A-level and a more vocational side of a BTEC. Assessments for this course are made by both exams and students' performance in real-life situations, and that happens for 2 of the coursework units on the curriculum. And as you can see here, if you're thinking about university, the level 3 diploma offers UCAS points just the same way that an A-level would offer you UCAS points. So if you've got a distinction star for your level 3 diploma, that would be the equivalent to an A-level A star, and you'd get 56 UCAS points. It's 48 points for a distinction, 32 points for a merit, and 16 points for a pass. And talking about UCAS, there are also a lot of universities, both local and not so local, there where you can study criminology at a higher level. So you've got places like the University of Kent and the University of Essex and Sussex, which all offer courses of criminology. You also have places like Durham, Leeds, Manchester, Nottingham and Sheffield that do courses. So if it is a subject that you find that you really enjoy, in your sixth form, it's something that you can do further study on at university. There's also some careers which are directly linked to your study in criminology. So anyone who's interested in the police service, the prison service, or the probation service, people who are considering careers in the social services, obviously jobs within the law, justice and courts system, education, jobs and counselling, charity and care work, and then more science, so forensic science. They are all careers where this qualification in criminology would be a really, really good place to start. So looking at the course in a little bit more detail, the course is made up of 4 units. You do 2 units in year 12 and 2 units in year 13. And as I said before, they are a mix of coursework and exam units. So if you have a look at the table on the screen, you'll find that in year 12, you do 1 coursework unit and 1 exam unit. And then again, in year 13, you do a coursework unit and an exam unit. Now, those coursework units, they are controlled assessments within the school setting. So you will be given a period of time, it's around 8 hours, and a brief that you've not seen before, and you have to complete the project within that time given. So Unit 1, which is the first thing you would study in Year 12, and that's really how we become aware of crimes around us. So it's essentially a mix of both crime and the media. We'll have a look at which crimes are underreported. We will have a think about how the media shows us different crimes and what's the impact of the media portrayals of these crimes. We'll also think about how the police and government and policymakers record crime statistics and how they report on crime statistics, how accurate they are. And it's a coursework unit. So at the end of the teaching, you are given the chance to select an underreported crime, and you will create essentially a media campaign that changes people's awareness of it. And so by the end of the unit, you'll have used all of the theoretical knowledge that we learn in the classroom to produce and present your own effective campaign. In Unit 2, now this is an exam unit, so something that you would have to be revising for at the end of Year 12, and that's the unit on criminological theories. We'll look at things such as how do we decide what is criminal, why do people commit crimes, and actually debates like, are people born criminals or is it a result of their environment and their upbringing? And so you'll learn a real range of quite complex theories on criminality and how people have offered solutions to those theories. For each theory, we'll look at what's good about it, we'll look at its drawbacks. There's a lot of content to cover on this unit, and like I said before, you will be tested in an exam format. For Unit 3, we start to look at how we go from the crime scene to the courtroom. So what's the process involved from the moment a crime is committed to actually seeking justice for that victim? What are the rights of accused people? And actually also, how do we prevent miscarriages of justice? How do we ensure that we catch the right criminals? And this unit will look at the entire criminal justice system, from the police investigation to gathering evidence to forensic examinations to a courtroom trial and appeals. And again, this is a coursework unit, something that you'll do in year 13. You will actually be asked to research and look and report on a famous case that has involved a miscarriage of justice and why the justice process failed in that case. Your final unit is a unit called Crime and Punishment, and it really takes a look at how society tries to control people's behaviour and how, as a society, we try to ensure that people follow the laws. It looks at how laws are made and how we decide on what a suitable punishment is. It also looks at the concept of punishment and whether we are thinking more about punishment or rehabilitation. It's another exam unit. It really focuses on the criminal justice system and its efforts to achieve a social control. On completion of the unit, you would be in a position to evaluate how effective the different agencies are at achieving social control. So that might be the probation service, the prison service, the policing service, social services, and in how effective they are at ensuring that kind of society obeys the laws that we have in place. That's a very brief overview of the 4 units. This is the first time we've run the course at Meopham, so we don't have any established trips and experiences yet, but we're currently considering whether we can arrange an educational trip to the Old Bailey, which is a courtroom in London, the True Crime Museum at Hastings, or potentially a London legal tour. And so the skills that are developed on this course: we will be developing your independent learning and development. It's definitely a course that looks at solving problems. There's quite a lot, especially with the coursework units, there's quite a lot of project-based working, including research and development and how you present your findings. And we will be developing your ability to work collaboratively and working in a very professional kind of way and in a professional environment. Things that you would need to bring to the course to be successful. We will be dealing with some very serious and sensitive topics, so you need to come with a level of maturity that means that you can work with those topics in a productive way. We need a positive attitude and a willingness to work with other people, and you need to be able to come with an open mindset. Definitely a capacity to understand other people's views and perspectives. Criminology and our views on criminals can really divide us, so you need to be respectful of other opinions and be able to kind of empathise with other people's position. You also need, it's a largely written course, so you need a good level of written English and ICT skills in Google Docs, Sheets and Slides. So if you do have any questions or you would like to know more, my contact details are on the slide here, and I'm really looking forward to speaking with some of you soon.